Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. In today's episode of Early Years Matters TV, I'm going to be talking about transitioning strategies for the early childhood classroom. Today I'm going to be talking about transitioning strategies for the early childhood classroom. Are you an early childhood educator having difficulty in your classroom with children transitioning from one activity to another? Don't go anywhere. I have strategies to help you deal with this. I understand that transitioning can be challenging between young children moving from one activity to another. These tend to be challenging. So one of the strategies to ensure that young children transition from one activity to another in your classroom is to set a schedule and stick to it. Yes. It's really important that in your classroom you have a schedule and you stick to this. So when you have the schedule, you stick to it. Children knows what is going to happen next, and it's going to help you as the adults as well. At least you know where the children are transitioning to. So in order for you to ensure smooth transitioning in your classroom is that you need to have what? You need to have a set and stick to it. It's really important, I know, and stick to it. So when you stick to a set, the children in your classroom are already used to this as well, and it's going to help them to transition from one activity to another. So take note of this first strategy. Second strategy in relation to transitioning is that ensure that you have visual aids as a cue to help young children navigate from one activity to another. So what do I mean by this? For instance, if the children are going out, so you could have a picture of an outdoor, maybe like a picture of a playground if they're going to a playground, and you show them that in the next 5 or 10 minutes going out, and you show them a visual aids of what is going to happen next. So it's going to help them. They know that, okay, after 5 or 10 minutes, they are going to the playground. So this will help as well. If you also want the children, next they are moving on to painting, have the children are painting and show it to the children, so at least they know that next they are moving on to painting. So it's really important in order for you to ensure transitioning from one activity to another in your classroom is have a visual aid. This visual aids will be a cue for the children. At least they know, they can see a visual representation of what they are going to do next. So in order for you to also ensure smooth transitioning from one activity to another is ensure that you have a balance of activity. I'm going to explain this. So in relation to your routine, ensure that there's a balance of activities. Make sure that the children are not navigating from one activity to another. So for instance, the children could be coming in from an outdoor play. Next, they should be having their snack. So when it's snack time, it's going to ensure that they calm down, which is really important. At least they know, okay, from outdoor, they are going to have their snack. So it's not just from an outdoor, and the children are rushing in to do another active activity. So you can see that it's too much going on there. So in relation to your routine in the classroom, ensure that you balance it. Active activities, then next it should be calm activities, so that the children will moving in from active activity to another. So take note of this point. It's really important that you have a balance in between your activities, calm activities, story time, painting. Ensure that there's a balance in between all the activities, because like I said earlier, if there's too much active activities, the children will be wandering about, they will be pacing about, they would not be calm because they are moving in from one activity to another. So make sure that, for instance, they are doing an activity that is active, they are using their body, they are doing things, and then next one, calm activities, they are relaxing, listening to music, and then they can go back to active activity as well. So you can see that there's a balance, and this will ensure smooth transitioning in your classroom. So lastly, in relation to ensuring smooth transitioning in your classroom, you have to be positive in relation to this. I know sometimes as educators in the classroom, you yourself, you're pacing up and down. Okay, how is this transitioning going to look like? Or some of the children in your classroom, they don't just sit in well with them. You have to be positive, because the children watch out for your facial cues. You need to understand that you have to be positive role model. So if they see you panting, if they see you panicking during activity to another, you're sending a signal to them. They'll be panicking as well. They'll be pasting up and down. It's going to be frustrating for them. So lastly, in relation to transitioning in your classroom, you have to be positive about it. Let the children see you being positive. So when you're being positive about it, being positive as well. So I hope you've taken note of all of this point in relation to ensuring smooth transitioning in your classroom. And if you want more of this on this channel, what do you have to do? Subscribe, and not just subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you will be the first person to be notified each time a new video is being dropped on this channel. Until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.